Hey, welcome back to another episode of Camp and Camera. Ever wonder how much it costs to build a DIY teardrop? Well, today I'm going to tell you how much it costs to build mine. Hey, welcome back everyone. If this is your first time here, it's great to have you, and if you're a repeat watcher, welcome back. Hey, ever since I finished building the Camp Easy 5945 teardrop, I've had folks asking me, how much did you spend on your build? Or if I'm going to build one myself, what do you think it's going to cost me? Well, my initial answer has always been, I think it was probably a little north of $4,000, but I'm not really sure. Well, today I got curious about it, so I just sat down and made a list of what it took to build the Camp Easy teardrop, and now I'm going to share that with you. So as you probably expect, you're going to have to start off with a frame. There's a lot of ways you can do that. A bolt together frame, maybe a custom weld up. I bought a custom weld up frame from a trailer manufacturer. It set me back about $600. The next most expensive part of the build was the aluminum sheeting. I think I had to buy 5 or 6 sheets of aluminum, and the cost there came to about $480. So when I started the build, I was debating, should I buy doors or should I build them? And I want to go ahead and build them because I wanted that nice round shape that I had on my original drawing. And I thought, I should be able to do this fairly inexpensively. Well, I was wrong. The doors ended up setting me back quite a bit. I ended up buying about $360 worth of just door hardware. I was able to buy some lower grades of wood to build the teardrop out of and cut some of the knots and some of the major defects out of it and make shorter pieces. So I ended up not spending all that much on the wood. I think I spent about $350 on the wood part of the teardrop. So when I bought the trailer frame, it already had 13-inch steel wheels and bias ply tires on there. I wanted to upgrade to a 15-inch car tire on aluminum rim, and all that together cost about $300. Okay, the next one is a pretty big one in my book. The aluminum trim that goes around all the little seams and corners and whatnot on the teardrop. I had no idea that I was going to be set back $300. Now I have yet to put the brakes on the camper. I've been pulling it without the brakes because I've been pulling it with my truck, but I do plan on putting them on, and I've already purchased them, and I'm in the brakes about $250. So even though I designed my own decals, and you can check out the last episode how I did that, I ended up having to have somebody cut them for me, and that set me back about $225. On top of the door hardware, I also had to buy the windows for the doors. Those set me back $180. Okay, I could have used the small little Coleman bottles in the camping section of Walmart to run my stove off of, but I wanted a little bit larger tank. It's still a small tank, but that tank and that bracket, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you this, it set me back about $150. Now the fenders that I used were fiberglass reproduction fenders from the 32 Ford truck. I bought those on eBay for $50, but by the time I put all the materials into painting them and custom mounts on them, I'm in them for about $150. So the Galley Hatch, when you buy the hardware that locks it down, when you buy the rubber seals for it, the gas struts, just all the little things about the Galley Hatch, I think I spent about $150 on the hardware for my Galley Hatch. Now that does not include the hurricane hinge. I put that as part of the aluminum trim. I absolutely love my MAXXFAN vent fan. Moves a lot of air. That's about $125. The 2-burner cooktop, another $125, and that is without any wind guards. I'm going to have to make my own. I went with the WFCO power panel. Super good power panel. It's working great. $125. So the last major component I'll speak to is the DZ plastic tongue box on the front. It's working real well. Lots of room. That was about $100. So just looking down the list, I'm not going to mention every other thing that I bought. There's a lot of other items on here. Sealant, screws, butyl tape, lights on the inside, lights on the outside, sandpaper, drill bits, leaf springs, tongue jacks, just a lot of smaller hardware. You'll see the list pop up on the screen. All that, give or take, about $1,200–1,300. So just setting down, I don't want to say rough estimating because this is all pretty close. I spent about $5,300 on the build. Now, surely I have forgot something, so I'm just going to put another couple $150 in there to take care of that. And that brings my total to $5,525, or let's just say the Camp Easy Teardrop cost me about $5,500, plus my own time. So the big question was, building the Camp Easy 5945 Teardrop worth all the time and $5,500 of money? To me, without a doubt, absolutely. I enjoy building things anyway, so it was an opportunity for me to come out to the workshop. I really enjoyed that. The $5,500, yeah, that seems like a lot of money, but I didn't spend it all at once. I bought a piece at a time. It took me about 3 years because I would, sometimes I'd go months and I wouldn't work on it, had other projects going on. But I spread it over about 3 years. Halfway in the middle of it, I sold a motorcycle, and I used that motorcycle to, buy quite a bit of parts. So it's not like I had to fork it out all at once. And two, if I would buy a camper built to the level of the Camp Easy Teardrop, I'm not saying it's built really well, but to get one with about the features and the amenities, from what I'm seeing on the net, I mean, they're like $12,000–$13,000. So yeah, I think I got a good deal by building it myself. And the first night that I camped in the Camp Easy, I can't even tell you the satisfaction I got from using something that I put together with my own two hands. It was just wonderful. So would I do it again? Yes, I would certainly build the Camp Easy all over again if I had it to do. So if you're thinking about building your own teardrop camper, hopefully those are some numbers that will give you a little bit of guidance in what it's going to cost you. All the things that I put on mine, you certainly don't have to put in yours. Maybe you want to put in more, but that may give you a rough start or rough estimate on how much it will cost to build a teardrop camper. Now, hanging out on some of the Facebook sites and different places on the internet, I've seen people say they built, teardrops for $1,500, $2,000 and enjoy them and love them. So I know it can be done, but I'm just telling you what I've got in mind. Hey, before we get out of here, I want to do a little bit of a viewer spotlight segment again, and I'm just going to read here. This week's viewer spotlight is from Jeff Updegraff, and he is from Missouri. And Jeff has got a 5x8 camper that I think was built by his brother. His brother worked on it for a couple of years, and towards the end, Jeff, I guess, showed some real interest in the camper, and he ended up with the camper. So he's got it, he's loving it, and looking at his message to me here, he said he did a maiden voyage, a 4,200-mile maiden voyage to Utah, Yellowstone, the Black Hills, and he's just built a super nice camper. So hey, Jeff, thanks for sending those photos in. Happy traveling and safe traveling to you. I really appreciate that. So hey, I'm glad you stopped by today. Click the thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you would, really helps me out. So till next time, take care. We'll see you on the road.